The Developmental Theory. About the Cyrus Center. The modern developmental theory. How the program relates to the influence of family attachment. How the program relates to the influence of monitoring. How the program addresses the requirements and effects. It is located in Abbotsford and Chilliwack, offers all youth under age 18 a place to stay and develop friendships, offers food, housing, clothing, and other necessities, open all day, every day. Kids that come in often have been involved in criminal or deviant behavior. It also builds relationships with staff and youth, seeks to provide youth with permanent or temporary housing, works on rebuilding broken familial relationships between youth and parents, sets up dinners with the youth and police department to build a relationship amongst them as well. Teachers come in and help kids who have dropped out of high school get an education. At Babbage House, youth of 16 to 19 years of age have house parents who set boundaries for them. One youth in the house stole his dad's car and has many other violations for loitering. Babbage House can hold up to 4 boys, 4 leaders who volunteer, 2 house leaders, and 2 house parents. One story of the Babbage House and how it helps to develop youth was when a young man sat down with house parents to make a budget and realized he couldn't save for his future if he continued to buy cigarettes and alcohol. He decided to open a bank account that could be monitored by the house parent and wouldn't allow him to spend so much money. He is now able to save money for his future. Another boy realized that with the help of his house parents, he did better on homework while being monitored. They have now scheduled a time to sit down together and work on homework. The boy has said that he feels a sense of accomplishment and is proud that his grades are on the rise, giving him a likely opportunity to graduate high school.
Sampson and Lobb found that traditional delinquency experiences are predicted in criminality in adult life. Thus, they concluded that the change over time is a critical component in explaining crime. Life course theory's perspective is that the idea is that one's life changes in 2 ways, trajectories and transitions. Life course theory has informal social controls that have seemed to affect the likelihood of delinquent experiences, such as parenthood, job stability, and decrease in adult criminality. Sampson and Lobb introduced social capital in their theory. One of their most crucial points is that the theory focuses on dynamic approaches to life events. The biggest point that comes out of the theory is that the criminal usually grows out of crime due to life events and age. Moffat's theory suggests that there is a small group of persistent offenders and a much larger group who change across time. The first group begins with an antisocial behavior in childhood and continues throughout adulthood. In the second group, Moffat explains that the most delinquents are in the second group and do not continue with offending into adulthood. Furthermore, Moffat includes the analysis of genes, of levels of serotonin in the brain, how many genetics may interfere with environmental circumstances such as abuse, antisocial personality, and criminality. Thornberry argues that the childhood is a time when attachment to parents is the most crucial. Thus, successful attachment results in the remainder of social elements, commitment, involvement, and belief. Then Thornberry explains that the social control and learning mechanisms are a two-way street called interaction. Interaction is the conventional values and behaviors are reinforcing to further conventionality and development of stronger bonds, while deviant values and behaviors are reinforcing to deviant and weaker bonds.
Created using Powtoon.